Beamer, and hi everybody. This is Julie Beemer this morning. Good morning, good morning. Wow, time is changing and it feels like it's earlier this morning, really early. Well, I'm so glad that I get to be with you. As you know, it's Club 1040. Every month, the first Thursday of the month at 7 a.m., we like to get on here and do Facebook questions and answers. And so this morning, we're going to be able to just kind of update you on what's happening and where we are and what's going on, because we love for you to know what you're investing in and know what's taking place in especially for our partners. We want you to know who and what and where. And I know that you would be pleased to see all the things that are happening. I believe we're a good investment, and we want to be the best representative of you around the world and doing what we're doing. And so if you're up this morning and watching, or even if you're not and you're watching this later, share the video to people that you know. There's people that want to be on board with the Great Commission. They want to be supporting people that are going and sharing their faith around the world and helping people, especially in the Middle East, North Africa area, to come to know the Lord. You know, what you're seeing on the news, what you're hearing on the news, we're on the front lines. We're there. We're your representatives. And sometimes, you don't feel like you can make a difference, but you can make a difference. We're going in and seeing people come to the knowledge of the Lord, and you get to be part of it. So I'm excited to be with you this morning. So Club 1040 is a group of like-minded individuals. I love that. We're a group of people that are around the same purpose, and that purpose is the 1040 window. And we get to be in these hot spots. I always like it when Matt says we're in the most adventurous places in the world right now. And so it refers to the 10th parallel, the 40th parallel, and this is the area of the world where people have never met a person like you or me that knows the precious name of Jesus. And so we get to be those people that tell them. I always think about the time somebody told me, and I am so excited that I get to be somebody that tells somebody else, because I know that this message has changed my life. So it's an exciting morning. We're a relational missionary movement, reaching the unreached, and going into these places. So Club 1040. All right, let me go ahead and get here and find out what's next. There's going to be some questions and answers that people have sent in. I love it, the questions. Could you guys send more beauty questions, though? I need more like fun questions. These are like big, deep questions. Send me light and fun ones. Send Matt the hard ones so that he can do the hard ones. But there's going to be some great questions, and we're going to answer those at the end. But if anybody has a question, some of you girls, come on, help me out here. Not too beauty, because we want to keep the guys interested here. They'll get tired of hearing our beauty questions. But anyways, so we're going to have some questions and answers here at the end. But many of you know that we've been on this 30-year tour. We've been celebrating 30 years on the mission field, living in some of the most adventurous places in the world. Oh, I'm just so grateful that I've been able to be a missionary. I don't want to do anything else. I don't want to go anywhere else and do anything else except do what God's called me to do. And I'm just so thrilled that he chose me to do this. Many of you say, thank you, Julie. I do not want to go do what you do. And I'm like, pick me, pick me. Many of you see that little emoji that has a little girl with their hand raised. I'm like, that's my emoji. Pick me, send me. I'll go for you. I'll go to these fun places around the world and go on your behalf. But we are, celebrating 30 years and 30 years of ministry. And guess what, guys? We are on our 30th church this coming weekend in Omaha, Nebraska. I'm so excited. Somehow 30 churches became 38 churches, so we have 8 more churches to go. But this weekend is going to be our 30th church that we've been to basically just since May has really been the time that we've been starting. A few of them were before that, but 30 churches. It's been so much fun to go around and see everybody. In fact, here's a picture. We were just in Champaign, Illinois, and we were with the Cloynes. And you guys, this was such a refreshing church to go to. We got to meet loads of their people. And then they also had a crusade with Kenneth Hagin Ministries. And Pastor Hagin, which was his birthday yesterday, a shout out, happy birthday to Pastor Hagin. I think he's 86 years old. We just love him dearly, our sweet pastor. In fact, you'll see him on this picture with Matt. Pastor Hagin asked Matt to get up during the crusade and talk about what's happening in the Middle East and North Africa, and how there are Rhema schools, nearly, I think 312, there could be more, but I think about 312 schools all around the world, campuses in nearly every continent. And it's so exciting that we get to be part. As many of you know, we are the Rhema Middle East North Africa directors over 22 nations, and we are seeing schools, amazing schools starting in all of these countries. But here you'll see 312 Bible colleges. Thank you, my research team. They're amazing around the world. So this is at the Cloynes Church. You'll see the people there. We were able to share the vision and help people see that, the gospel is being spread quickly, and it's being able to see what's actually happening. And I think as Christians, we need to know. Paul knew where the gospel had been, where it was going, and we need to be up and clued in on the gospel and how it's making an impact, because Jesus says that he cannot come back until this gospel has had an opportunity to go into every area, and that people have actually had the opportunity to say yes or say no. If they say no, then they're responsible. But if they get an opportunity, they will say yes. Whenever I tell them, they say yes every single time. And I know that if they hear this good news, they will say yes. And so here it is. Let's go to the next one so you guys can see the amazing places that we've been. Yeah, this is Mama Banks. Many of you know Deborah Banks. She is the best organ player you'll ever hear. Oh my gosh, this girl can make the organ move like I haven't seen. And so she was able to be there playing at the crusade, and she's repping Club 1040. You are the go in God. And I always like to say, what do the first two letters of God spell? Go, go. And you are the go in God. And so she was representing us there. So thank you so much. Now, I want to tell this little story because this is precious. This little girl came up to us, and she had sent a video in probably a couple years ago when she was little tiny. And we show that video to the kids because this girl has been on a mission to help Club 1040. And oh my gosh, I just loved meeting her. She is a ball of fire. She had a lemonade stand, and she also, you can see little Humphrey up there and the books up there. And so she brought me this sandwich baggie full of, I think it was like $120. And she says, I want to give you something, Miss Julie. And she said, I was able to raise 120. And she says, I only had 3 customers. It was awesome. And she even got Mama Banks to give a $50 check. So this girl is already making a significant difference in the world. And she's little. You guys, get your kids involved with the Great Commission, because once they know that they can touch the world, even at their age, from right where they're at, it's significant. This is changing her lives. And so I'm excited to have this little girl. So Ellie, we love you. We appreciate you. We appreciate all these kids that get behind Club 1040 because they want to see Jesus come back. So you're never too young to make a difference. So thank you, little Ellie. And Ginger, her mama, helped me at the table. She helped sell books that morning. So we just loved being at the Cloynes Church. So and so we got to see Dee. Go back to that, Miss Dee. Dee and Patrick. Patrick goes and he's just an incredible piano player. He helps the crusade. I always love to see these people because they lift up the arms of so many people and they help so many people around the world. And I just appreciate them a lot. So we love you, Dee. Shout out to Dee and Patrick. Isn't she pretty? She's so beautiful. And Patrick makes our pictures look incredible. He has got some filter that is awesome. And I think it was Wesley Burns. Shout out to Wesley. He took that picture. So yes, we are thankful for those who lift up the arms of others. So onward to the next slide. I love showing these. Then this was a wonderful place. We got to go to Minnesota. In fact, we were able to do two things. We have ministers meetings with RMAI, and we were able to do a ministers meeting on the Saturday. Several came from all around the Minnesota area, and we were able to encourage them and show what is happening in the bigger picture of Rhema. And so we were able to do that. And then we were able to be with Dwayne and Mary Hansen. What a precious, precious couple. They're doing an incredible work up in Minnesota. We were able to be in their church, and it was a significant service. Matt, goodness, he preached and told a lot of stories. I really enjoyed that service. So we love you, Dwayne and Mary. In fact, their church does projects, and they get behind certain projects that we are doing. And their congregation does this, and they do significant projects for missionaries. So I love couples that have hearts to do projects. Projects help speed the progress of what we're doing. And so thank you to them. We loved being with them. So we got to see Mark and Deborah Harper. Several people came to that ministers meeting. And then here's a few. Many of you know Kevin and Susan Fletcher. They've helped us go into countries before we actually get to them and pray. And significant prayers. They just help us, just praying out the plan. And Kevin and Susan, we have some funny stories. Oh my gosh, they are a hoot. If you know Kevin and Susan, you will know that they are hilarious. We have such good time with them, but they came and they were with us. And then Deborah and Mark Harper are up in the Minnesota area, which I want to talk about. Deb and Mark Harper, we are getting ready to do a Supernatural Children's Ministry Summit. And Pastor Mark has asked me to be a speaker, and you can just see all the amazing speakers. If I could go through all these names, we'd be here all day because they're so significant. One, for instance, Jerry Moyer, he goes and does children's meetings everywhere around the States. If you want a great children's minister, Jerry Moyer is phenomenal. Your kids will love him. Him and his wife come in. But Deb and Mark, Pastor Mark helped me to do the children's curriculum and helped Madison and I do the curriculum. And so he's got curriculum for everything that you guys do. If you want your church to have a great curriculum, you can go on his site and see the mini curriculum on every topic you can imagine. But he helped me to write the Go Missions curriculum. And so the Go Missions curriculum is a 4-week curriculum. It's all the missionary about go, send, power, and connect. I love the connect one. It's about connecting with different nationalities around the world. And so I'm excited to be part of this conference coming up. So that's something exciting getting ready to happen. And then also let me just mention too, for those of you in Michigan, I'll be at Women's Impact on September 25th at their women's meeting. And this is going to be a good women's meeting. I'm excited. I've got a good report that I'm going to be sharing. And then also the Lord's given me a message about, so many people ask me how to share my faith with different people. And so I'm going to be talking about the way I feel like the Lord has given me to help minister to people. Many people get scared, but the Lord's just showed me, it just starts with doing good. That's the way Jesus did. He went into a place and he did good, and then he prayed for the sick. And those are some of the little highlights that I'm going to be talking about whenever I do this women's missions meeting. It's not a missions meeting, but you know me, everything I do is about missions, but it's telling people about Jesus. Let me just say that we are going to be in Omaha this week, Sunday morning with Pastor Tony Finley and his group. We're also going to be doing the around the world with the kids. You know how important it is. I feel that every child needs to hear the voice of a real missionary, and I love being that missionary. I love for them to hear the adventure and grab hold and ignite their hearts, that they can tell people about Jesus right where they are. So I'm excited about there. Then we're going to be in Kentucky at Church of the Savior. We're going to be doing a great big missions conference. Matt is the main speaker. And then we're going to be able to be the children's side of it. Madison and I and our team are going to be there. And so that's going to be fun. We'll be at Faith Life Church at Tampa, Florida with Pastor Jane and Jeff McDonough. And then Sarasota, Florida in November, Stephen Schlabach's church. And then Cornerstone Church, Midwest City, Oklahoma, with Pastor Ron and Carol McKee. That's further in November. But between all of that, you guys, we are going to be in a secret place. Many of you know where that place is, but we are going to be spending a month there in between all of these places. So we leave in October, but there's going to be something special on October 4th. And many of you know that that is Club 1040 Day, 1040, October 4th. We switched the number around. But we're going to have a special invite Zoom. And if you are wanting to be part of this Zoom, you're going to start seeing some special advertisements going out. But it's Club 1040 Day, and we're going to invite everybody to a special private Zoom. We can't say anything about where we're going publicly. Even on social media, we won't be able to say where we're going or what we're doing. But at this Zoom, we will be kind of giving you all the fun, exciting details of where, when, and how. And so it's kind of exciting. So if you want a special invite to that special day, you'll see it, and then we'll send you the Zoom link privately. Also, let me just say this. Many of you will see this coming in the mail soon. I don't want anybody to see my fingernails. My nails haven't been done today. Beauty secret. Anyways, you're going to be getting this special card in the mail. So be on the lookout. This projects help speed the progress, and we have a Project Speed expansion, and many of you want to know how to get on board. There's two special projects I want to tell you about, because these are significant. But this year we've been doing our 30-year tour specifically so that we can get new people on board that will help us to go into this next country. We've just finished since 2018, we've been in Lebanon, and we turned that over in November. And so those funds stay there. And so we need to start getting ready for the next country. But in order to do that, we need new people. And so I just want to ask a special favor of you that are watching. And this special favor is, we need 30 organizations, your businesses, your churches, to get behind this project, and sponsors at least $300 a month. And we know that if we can get 30 organizations helping, 30 businesses, 30 foundations, 30 legacy givers, if we can get you behind that, that will help us to be able to go to this next country. And then some of you say, well, I don't have a business and I want to do something on my own. We are looking for 300 partners to give at least $30 a month. And I know $30 is small, and that's why I say at least. Some of you can do significantly more. But if we can get those two, we know we will. In fact, I think we've got a progress. If you guys can show how far along on the progress we are, you guys might know, my team knows that more, but how far we are on those projects. And but these main projects will help us to do. Many have already joined. Only need 21 more organizations and 266 more individuals. Come on, you guys, we can do this. And sometimes people say, well, why don't you just get somebody just giving massive amounts? We love more hearts connected with us. We love more people involved with the Great Commission, because then you can hear the thank yous when you get to heaven. And that's going to be important. And $30 a month is so easy, at least $30 a month. And we want you to be part of the Great Commission. And if it's not us that you're supporting as a missionary, find a missionary to support. Missionaries can't do it without you. They can't go get a job over there because you have to get visas and they won't allow you. Just like, we don't like people coming into the States and working. Missionaries can't get jobs in other countries. And so we depend on you, partners, getting behind us and sending us. In fact, that's what the word says. It says, how can they hear unless they are sent? And you can be that part of this wonderful chain that God has given us, this responsibility, and be part of that and send me, send me, send me. So be on the lookout. There's different projects. Middle East, the Bible College, North Africa, Syrian border campus. This is a wonderful, wonderful thing to get part of. They're building a church there, and you can be part of building a church on the Syrian border. And that's going to be our next campus in Lebanon for the students. So get behind that. We'll love it. They help speed the gospel. So let me go to the 30-Year Vision magazine. Many of you have that magazine. And if you don't, you can get it online. In fact, there's a banner on your last newsletter, and you'll see that banner. You can click on that on the website, and it takes you directly to the Vision magazine, or on your last e-newsletter. Every month, we send out an e-newsletter, beautiful e-news. Our team does such a great job with those newsletters. But if you go on there, you can click on the magazine, and there's a special question because we're giving out t-shirts, God t-shirts, that you are the Go in God t-shirts. And the trivia question is, by 2018, how many campuses and students were part of the Nigeria Bible College network? And so you can find that on the 30-Year magazine. So last month, Breninda Fletcher, Terry and Breninda, she got a t-shirt, and we were able to send that to her because she answered the trivia question. So we love you, Breninda. She and her husband have been part of everything we've been doing for the last 30 years. They came to England and helped us in England. I'll never forget it. And they've been behind us ever since. They got to actually be there on the ground with us and see what we were doing. So let me see. Anything else? Oh, shall I go back to those questions? Let me just answer some of those questions. Let me get a good one that I like doing. We are going out of the country soon. October 7th, we leave. And so we'll be going and visiting the country that we are heading to. And so that's coming up quickly. We still are at many churches between now and then. So keep us in your prayers. What has been the most surprising relationship God has made happen during the 30-year tour so far? Oh, during the 30-year tour. I love that little Ellie. She's been wonderful. She has been a good relationship. I enjoyed meeting her and her mama. That was nice. If you could give your younger missionary selves one piece of advice starting out, what would it be? Woo! Oh my gosh. Just enjoy it. At first when you start out, you're just like, I got to get this done. And sometimes you forget to enjoy it. But oh my gosh, I'm so glad we worked hard though at the beginning, because now I'm really enjoying all the things that have happened. I go back and I look at all the different memories. I'm so glad I raised my children on the mission field. In fact, let me just tell you, this is good. So this morning I pulled out this scripture, my coffee cup, and it says, this is the scripture I've been praying over my kids. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you. Don't look at my lipstick. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you a hope and a future. This has been my, I've just been speaking this over my kids daily. And so this really blessed me. And so I wanted just to let you know that I was praying for your kids this morning. Some of you know that I have a Missions Mamas group on WhatsApp, and several of the missionary ladies around the world, all their kids are going to school or going to college. We've been praying for them, praying that they'll be bold as they go out, letting them know that Our kids are anointed for such a time as this. They're called, they're anointed to do what they're called to do. You know, sometimes you look and say, oh my gosh, this world is crazy, cray, cray, totally cray, cray. But you know what? God has anointed them to be at this time. And our prayers make a difference. God says that he confirms his word with signs and wonders. And so as I'm praying this, I'm like, Lord, you're prospering my kids. Father, thank you that you prosper our children, Lord. Thank you that you give them a hope and a future. There's not disparity. There's not depression. There's not oppression. There's a hope and a future. So know that I'm praying that over your children today as they go to school, as they start school, and as they go out. We love your children. We love that God has a plan for them. So I think I am pretty much done. I think that's it, not unless there's anything else. Does my team have anything else that I need to do or say? Want to just shout out everybody that helps us to do, you know, we have a dream team. If you're in the Tulsa area, Christy Wicks is over our volunteers. That's my daughter-in-law's mama and my grandbaby's grandma, or yeah. So if you have people, yes, we are thankful for people who lift other arms. And, you know, I was just talking to my daughter about this week. You know, God has always said that when you lift up somebody else's vision, somebody else's arms, God will make your dreams come true at the same time. And somehow, you know, I look back and to see how we've been able to lift up other arms. Even right now, we're lifting up Pastor and Mrs. Hagen's arms as we go and do what we're doing. And my dreams have been accomplished, continue to be accomplished, because we get to help serve other people. And so I want to shout out to you that serve me and help me. My dream team, they're phenomenal. I have the best team in the whole wide world. I'm so grateful for them and so grateful for you, our partners. There's not a day that doesn't go by that I don't thank God for you. Thank you for sending us. Thank you for being part of God's dream. Thank you for letting me be your representative. I don't take it lightly. It's so important to me. So we got to turn this off. This is getting crazy. So I better turn it off because yes, we do love our partners. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all you do for us and help us. We love you, and I'm going to say goodbye. God bless you all, and I will see you we'll see you in October, the first Thursday of the month, and then we'll hopefully, if you're wanting to be on that secret Zoom, let me know and we will send you the Zoom link. Send me a message and I will send you that Zoom link. We love you. God